Hello, my friends. We are on week 6 of 52 words, every Christian, Hebrew words that every Christian should know. And today's word, I'm going to show you the picture, it's so pretty, is Yisrael. Yisrael. Wrestles with God. And I'm just going to read you the story the way he has it written. So just sit back, relax, take some deep breaths, and let this go in. One of my all-time favorite photos of my daughters was taken in Washington, D.C. on a gorgeous spring day on the National Mall. In the photo, 2 of my 3 daughters are wrestling on the grass. More accurately, my eldest daughter, Chelsea, is sitting on top of my middle daughter, Ella, pinning her arms down. And to the man who wrote the book, he says, "To me, this is a picture of my relationship with God. You see, I used to carry a lot of guilt whenever I questioned a paradox in Scripture or disagreed with something I had heard in church. But there's a story in the Bible of a man named Jacob who one night literally wrestled with God. In the morning, God walked away from the fight and changed Jacob's name to Israel, which in Hebrew means struggles or wrestles with God. This name is prophetic, confirming that God's people will always wrestle with him. The ancient Jews believed God invites you into a wonderful wrestling match with him. Author Athol Dixon says, "What if God placed these paradoxes within the scriptures to cause me to struggle for the truth? What if it is the struggle that he desires as much as the truth itself? When you wrestle with God, he's right there with you, just like my daughters are with each other in my favorite photo. Struggling with your faith should not bring feelings of guilt, but celebration. God is inviting you to wrestle with him so you can be connected with the creator of the universe." And there's truth to be said in all of that, as Jacob did wrestle with God. But as he wrestled with God, God touched his hip, and he was forever changed. And I believe that as we wrestle with God and he reveals his truth to us, that he will touch something inside of us that will never leave us the same. We will be changed. And the point of our relationship with him is that we would be changed so that our image becomes more like his image. But I want to tag a little something onto that. Hopefully it doesn't make the video too long. When I researched Israel in the Strong's Concordance, it actually gave me a different meaning. So I'm not certain where he got his, but in the Strong's Concordance, Yisrael means God prevails, which I just love. I believe in our life and whatever is happening in the world today, in the end, God will prevail. So Yisrael actually comes from 2 root words, one meaning he will rule as God, which also means to contend, to persevere, to have power, to persist. And the second part, El, we know is a root word that means God or godlike. Mighty one, mighty heroes, angels sometimes, power, mighty, great, might, and strong. And so in whatever our struggles are with God, we can know, we can have assurance that God will prevail. He won't run over us. We have to welcome him to prevail. But once he reveals what's true, you'll get to forever be changed. And what could be better than that? So in light of the story of Jacob, we're going to focus on our hips today. And we're just going to do really, it's kind of 3 moves that I combine into one move. So you're just going to come lying on your back. You can do this in your bed. You can do this laying on a mat. You can do this every night, right before you go to bed. And so I want you to make sure your shoulders and hips and knees are all in a straight line. And we're going to cross our right ankle over our left knee, and using no hands, we're going to use our leg muscles to push that right knee away from us. Let that be on an exhale. So as you inhale, gently let it return towards your shoulder. And on your exhale, you're going to push it back out. And then one more time, let's push it back out. Hold it here. Now you're going to try to keep it here the whole time with the energy of the knee pushing away from your head. And then you're just going to slowly start to tip your hips. Your shoulders stay anchored to the mat the entire time. And as you start to rock, you'll find that every few rocks, you will get closer and closer to the floor. I don't want you to force it. I just want you to allow your body to find some freedom here. Only go as far as your body is willing to go. But eventually, your knee or your toes or both will be able to touch the floor even with your shoulders anchored to the mat. Once that happens, I want you to do 3 taps. The knee, the toes, the knee, and the toes. And one more time. Tap and tap. From here, you're going to realign those shoulders and hips. You're going to reach through the little hole you created and pull the whole structure towards your chest. You can do a little rock here. You may be tight in your hips. You may be tight in your knees or in your seat. And we're going to take your left leg. Let's just kick it straight up to the ceiling. For 1, flex your foot at the top. 2, we're going to shoot energy through the heel up to the ceiling. 3, 4, and 5. I want you to hold it here. Left foot in the air, pulling your right knee, your right leg towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. You're going to bend that left leg again. And you're going to try to pull that right leg a little bit more into the chest. Feel free to rock back and forth. Maybe that sets something free for you. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your left hand, grab the arch of your left foot. Take your right elbow, if it's possible, put your right elbow around the knee with your hand on your shin. If you can't do that, it's fine to put it just on the knee if that's all you can do. And then we're going to put your left foot on the floor, keep the knee bent. And we're going to slowly try to bring the shin closer to the chest. And then on your inhale, we're going to just allow it to kind of come away. And then exhale, pull it towards the chest. Inhale, back off. Exhale, pull. Again, if you can wrap it, that's helpful. And then bring it in as close as you can. Let's hold it here and rock. Find your breath. Two more breaths here. And then let's extend that right leg straight up to the ceiling. And let's point and flex, point and flex, point and flex that ankle. Just a couple of circles to the right and a couple of circles to the left. Push through that heel and let's bring that right leg down. Take a moment to lift your chin. Try to realign your hip points and your shoulder points. And then let's take that left leg up in the air, cross that left ankle over that right knee, flex the right foot to protect your knee, and let's push the knee away using the leg muscles. Inhale, back off. Exhale, press. Inhale, back off. Exhale, press. One more time. Inhale, back off. Exhale, press. And now let's keep that knee energy pressing away from you. the whole time that you're trying to rock. Shoulders, again, are tacked right onto the mat. They never leave the mat. That's how you know what's true. Only go as far as your body will let you. And then once you can go as far as you can go, let's go that far 3 times. So for me, I'm going to tap 1, the knee, and then the toes, and the knee, and then the toes. Last one, knee and toes. And then we're going to come back to center. Pick that right leg up, reach through the hole, pull that thigh towards you. Let's kick that leg up in the air. Right leg up, bend it down, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Hold it here for a breath. And then let's bring that right foot down to the floor, or you can keep it up if it gives you some support, keeping your left shin close to your chest. Right hand grabs the arch of the foot, left arm wraps around if it's possible, and then drop that right foot to the floor. Let's just rock the baby here. I like to pull it across and back. Only go as far as you comfortably can. Just leading that shin bone as close to the chest as you comfortably can. Find your breath here. Exhales, you draw it towards you. Inhales, you let it back off. Find your breath. Sink and soften. And then we're going to extend that left foot back up to the ceiling. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. A few little circles in both directions. And then you're going to put that foot back on the floor. And you have a choice. If you want to do a short Shavasana, you can just extend your legs out and extend your arms out. And just finish the practice right here as you breathe and soften and relax. If there are matters in your heart that you need to wrestle with God, just invite Him onto the mat. Have your conversation with Him. Allow Him to lead you to the truth. And you can lay here and breathe as long as you like. If you need to get going, you can just roll to the side and press yourself up. And I want to thank you for joining me on this journey this year with our short little practices tied into new things that we can learn about the Lord. And with your palms together at your heart, I pray as always that God will bless you with His peace, His power, but above all, His presence. Shalom.